have something.
Hey, Keith, so talk to me about Gentiles. Did they ever tithe in the Old Testament, and what does that mean to us now?
Well, the Bible definition of tithing is bringing goods and services, not services, goods and animals into the storehouse. Okay, that's the basic definition. God told the people, bring in crops. If you grow wheat, barley, dates, almonds, pomegranates, olives, whatever is growing in the promised land, you are commanded to bring that in and provide a tithe on the third and the sixth year of your life, of the cycle that they have. They have a Sabbath a yearly cycle. And every seventh year, they were not to plant. But on the third year and the sixth year, they were to bring that in. They would bring animals in. So if you have baby goats, sheep, turtle doves, even cows, those were all needed for the different types of sacrifices. They would bring those in and donate them to the synagogue or the temple, and the priest would use those to take care of the poor, the widows, the orphans, and even they lived off of that because people were bringing in wine skins with wine, all kinds of dried fruits that could last for months and even years. And so God tells them to do that, and he wanted them to do that to remind them that he was their provider. So we fast forward to the New Testament. There is no command anywhere in the Bible for Gentiles to do anything that's called tithing. Okay? Jesus and the disciples were doing it before Jesus died on the cross because they were Hebrews and that was part of the law. There's a temple tax that is paid by adult men where they each have to pay a half shekel.
That's when the Lord told Peter to go fishing, right?
Right. They were saying, why aren't you guys paying your taxes? And so Jesus sent him. He caught a fish. It had a shekel in its mouth. And Peter paid that shekel for Jesus and himself to show the leaders that they were under the law and they were following the laws. Okay? The New Testament talks about being a steward. We are stewards of what God has given to us. We give offerings. We're told to be generous. But anybody who says that they're paying tithe and that they're giving it to a local congregation doesn't understand the Bible, because the Bible never tells Gentiles to do anything that's called tithe, and it always is about a crop or an animal that you've raised in the promised land. So technically, a Hebrew person cannot pay tithing if they don't live in the promised land and raise those types of things. Jesus never paid tithing. He did not do anything that would generate the need for a tithe. He did not grow crops. He didn't raise animals. He was a carpenter. So he worked with wood. He probably made furniture, chairs, tables. But under God's plan, he didn't even have to pay tithing because he didn't produce anything that you can eat or sacrifice in the temple. So pastors who try to use the 10% rule are doing it because it's easier to get 10% from everybody, even the unsaved that are attending your church, than it is for them to be listening to the Holy Spirit and following his guidance in their stewardship.